All right, what's up, guys? So, Cringe has uploaded a video titled "Ultimate Awkward Compilation." Yeah, man, there's at times it just be so awkward where it's like, yeah, you end up doing what this channel is named after. You cringe a little bit. It's like, dang, bruh. Like you guys, y'all didn't try to go over this prior beforehand, whatever it is, but yeah, there's just at times where it's like, I feel like all of us we all had some awkward moment or something that was just cringy where it's like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. Like if I think hard enough, as I'm trying to think. Like I can't think of a time where like recently, no, I can't think of no time where it's like something bad. I try to eliminate that. I feel like the more and more you see awkward moments on the internet, you do your hardest to avoid it. So but yeah, man, let's go ahead. Let's see what this is all about. See what goes down. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Cringe. And with that being said, who's this, a wrestling show? Dang, man. Oh, that is unfortunate. You know what? It's like you can't even blame yourself. Like, nah, it's like that's just if anybody asks us, like, yeah, some faulty equipment. I wouldn't blame myself on that.
So, you're going to do a spoken word for us now, right?
Right.
And tell us what we're about to hear.
It's just a freestyle.
This is, man,
Okay.
this one was tough.
Freestyle.
This has to be like top 5 awkward, cringy moments and stuff. Cause if you guys seen this clip, just to let you guys know, he did come back and I think he did say his what he needed to say and what he needed to do. But for those that have never seen this clip before, man,
Hey, sit back. Go ahead, Marshall.
Okay. Years ago, they tried to put me in the.
dang, it's like
This is live.
and I think I don't know if it's true or not, but aren't they supposed to be cousins or something like that? So that's probably why, like, he got his his like 15 minutes of fame. But man, out of all the things he could have did, it's like, bro, my thing is this, like, freestyle. Come up with, well, no, I think this was supposed to be a freestyle, so it's like I just the styling wasn't all that free. Like it was locked in somewhere.
Did you want to try to read something from your book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Your hand underneath the trigger guard.
this-
Roll your palms together.
I see
so
this
both
on
your hands are going to
ridiculous
sit on the
moves.
left-hand side of the pistol. You're going to walk out. Both your arms. You're going to push with your right and pull with your left. Focus on that front sight tip. Now, if you want on this 44 Magnum, you can shoot it single action. Nice light trigger pull.
Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, I just remember the time when I went to a shooting range and the instructor that was teaching, he was a good instructor too, but yeah, this guy, whoever this guy is, he's gonna mess around and get himself fired or hurt or get somebody hurt. But yeah, I'm like, bro, you need an instructor yourself. It's crazy when the instructor needs an instructor. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I think I would have walked out. I'm like, nah, this man, he's reckless. If you see an instructor carrying on like this, leave that gun store. Or shoot range, whatever. Now he's trying to process it. Yeah.
So, at what age did you know that she would be good for porno?
I knew that she was going to be smoking hot by the time she was 7 years old. Is that wrong?
I don't know. Ask our audience.
I'm like, sir, yeah. If there's like a situation about that guy, and it's something where it's like, yeah, he's on like under the radar, like, or off the grid and off the radar and all that stuff. Like overall, it's one of those things where it's like he's in prison. I think we all know why.
I see the Chinese players streaming all the time. Yeah, I see like Xiaohai, they're always like streaming all the time. Dago, he's like like constantly.
It's final source. Very good to us.
Oh really?
Yeah. It's like no scale.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah,
good.
it's like, bro, if you don't, now he gonna pull out his phone, bro. You ain't got no notifications. Yeah, that's just stuff that you don't do, man. You don't just go in for the kill like that. Yeah, she's flirting back, then okay, then go in. But like, yeah, that's something I can't say that I relate. I don't know that type of awkwardness. I'm like, yeah, that's one of those things where it's like and plus on top of that, I be keeping my distance from people. I don't be sitting that close because it's like I I don't know what they got going on and stuff. She might sneeze, cough, do something, and if that gets on me, I'm like, my whole body is contaminated. So yeah, that's just one of those things. She probably would have been sitting where she was sitting at. I would have been all the way on the other end of that couch and been like every time, and knowing I could have just scooted in too, but every time I had just been doing that, like just so she could say whatever she needed to say. But dang, that is I thought it was the camera guy. I thought it was like the camera guy that was just he was just live streaming, and it's like, bro, they're not. I was getting ready to go say stuff about him, like, bro, they're not even engaging with you, but nah, it's him. Dang.
Right?
Man.
What's that? Taiwan and China?
No, it's like, yeah, he also is Shanghai.
Yeah. And the ZJ, that was a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
No notification. Yeah. How is that awkward? We all having fun. I'm like, I didn't seem lower. Oh no, he went in for the high five and ain't got nothing. That's how you gotta, like, give yourself like a high five or something. Like, you can't because it's like after a certain amount of seconds done pass by and you realize, okay, a high five isn't gonna be given. That's where you just you gotta come in and save yourself. So
it's cold outside.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Okay, what's this right here?
That's my penis.
That's your penis. All right.
oh no.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, if you're that cop, you gotta be like, yeah, you're free to go. Yeah, you're free to go. I'm quitting.
Just wanted to ask you, I mean, obviously Nelson Mandela, one of the most significant historical figures of the 20th century. What knowledge or awareness did you have of him growing up, or when did you learn of him?
Well, obviously growing up, he's one of the most known athletes in the world, and
Nelson
a lot of
Mandela.
impact in any kind of sport that he did, and
Nelson
that even playing hockey, everyone knows him, right?
Nelson Mandela played hockey? What? I'm like, sir, if you don't know the guy, my thing is this is somebody, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know that much about Nelson Mandela either, but if somebody would have came up to me and about, like, what are some impactful things you could say about Nelson Mandela off of the top of the dome, I'm like, yeah, he was a very impactful person. It's like you see time after time, over and over again, all throughout social media, you see where people be quoting him. I'm pretty sure if he has any books that's out, people be reading his books. Like, it's like watching documentaries, and if there's movies like based off of him and stuff, they sit down watching his movies. It's like he's left out in impactful just life and things, like, so it's just, that's one thing about it. I think Nelson Mandela, he did pass away, so I'm like, I guess, like, if it's beforehand, then I'm like, yeah, for the remainder of his life, he's always going to be an impactful person. If I'm saying it now, then I'm like, yeah, this man, he's not here with us, but we still quote him and we still, carry on his legacy and things. Then we're like, what's his legacy? Then now someone like, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't know his legacy. I don't know nothing about that man. But you have to admit, though, I did good. For what I said, I did good. And that's just, so that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you got to work on them communicating skills, and, just overall, like not practice, but like, yeah, just know somewhat of what you're talking about. But yeah, if you over like, oh yeah, he played hockey, he traveled to the moon, he starred in a Tom Cruise movie and stuff, it's like, bro, what are you talking about? Did it get him in the eye? He gonna do it.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on, what?
It's your life. Take a chance.
What? Take a chance when I'm ready.
Oh nah. Dang, like, bro. It's so
Sheffield.
man. I'm like, yeah, it's one of those things, hug, and then even if you want to just like dab each other up, I honestly appreciate that more. I'm like, it ain't too many times like where you get to just like a clean dab, going for a hug and stuff. I'm like, I would appreciate that more, than the awkwardness. But yeah, that's just, He just got some people out there, man. They just born weird.
Welcomes the world and prepares to stage the greatest sporting event the country has ever seen. It's been for the girl from Green Hill in Sheffield.
Please don't fall.
Her parents are here.
They're gonna fall.
Perhaps the proudest of all in this 25,000 crowd, and a moment,
an
awful moment, because the flame has gone out. Helen Sharman took a nudge there, and she now runs around the track. The flame extinguished in the torch, but she was encouraged to continue her run. Her mind will be racing.
Funny teeth. And now is so rich for fun. Oh, he has a tractor and he smashes up old cars just to get attention out of him.
Did you ever run up to someone and say, hey, how did you get so rich? And the woman said, by riding on my mom's coattails, and you said, Melissa, this is my show.
I don't think so. And I think we're going to end the interview right now. Don't get so fucking smart.
We'll apologize for Joan's language right there at the end. You're just trying to be funny with her, and I had no idea that she would do that. We apologize for that this morning. Right. Wow, I did not expect her to go there at all.
I was just goofing around.
Well, from there to the complete
He's trying to get validation. It's like, stop it, bro. Just stop.
opposite end of this.
Just stop it.
Catching his pitch is the former chairman of the Jimmy Fund, Mike Andrews. All right, Jordan, fire it in there.
Wow. Oh, wow. Man, it's like, bro, have you guys not seen the Sandlots? Like, when you're like, you get like right there, you throw the ball, but you gotta like lock in. You gotta have it like straighten out and things. You can't just like, just a free-for-all throw where it's like, yeah, the ball is free for everybody and things. Like, no, bro, you gotta like aim, then fire. You don't just like, fire without aiming and things. They ain't even possible. So yeah, I'm like, there's some people where I'm like, you gotta watch the Sandlots, bro. Like, you gotta practice. And that's something where I'm like, if that's ever a thing that happens with me, because I live out here in Washington State, the Mariners is like, oh, we want you to do a first pitch. I'm like, all right, cool. I guarantee and I promise you, I'm going to the Dick's Sporting Goods store. I'm buying a baseball. I'm buying one of those, like, what are those things that they call where it's like it's like kind of like practice where it's a net. I'm going to get a net and I'm practicing that whole night just so I make sure of it that I don't mess up. But I'm watching the Sandlot, just the first one. Them sequels that they did, nah, I like the first one. But anyways, yeah, bro. Gotta practice them throws, man. They gonna crash. Somebody's gonna crash.
Pull him back.
That's one of your boys. Oh.
Relatively high.
Dang. Latin, your own boy's tires, bro. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you're fired. You're 100% fired. Suspect done got away. It's like, yeah, you guys, you're fired. You're fired, bro. Go ahead and give me that badge. Give me the gun. It's like, bam. You didn't use the bathroom beforehand? Oh, nah. And he's like, I ain't getting involved with that. No. Nope. That is disgusting, bro. Like, man. Fight's over. My thing is this: if I'm the opponent, I'm like, hey, I don't even care how this thing. I forfeit. I'm like, nah. I'm like, I'll take the L, but I'm like, we ain't continuing on this, man. Yeah, on a full stomach for this guy. No, so I'm like, however, if I take the L, so be it. But I'm not gonna fight with this guy. That's crazy. You know it smells because people are coughing. Like, that's insane.
The other night I told one of your super funny jokes to a supermodel, and she was laughing while I was banging her brains out with the pile of money on the floor of my motherfucking mansion. So I got nothing against.
Yeah, that's one of those roasts where it's like, nah, you might want to put that back in the oven and, you know, let it roast a little bit more, because that's nah, that's uncooked. And I'm like, that's one of those things where it's like, you know, you gotta like yell it out like Gordon Ramsay. I'm like, that's raw, but not in a good way raw. Like, I know some people might say like, think of raw, like, no, that's like raw, like it's, like I said, put it back in the oven a little bit more.
Man, I got nothing against you.
And in accordance with God's will, you do now confess it. We're still good, huh? Please, sirs, leave. Please.
Where do we be?
Anywhere other than here.
Okay. Huh?
This is a solemn assembly, not a photography session. Please move, or I will stop.
Sir, it's a wedding.
I will stop the ceremony if you do not get out of the way. This is not about the photography. This is about God.
Wow. I'm like, I'm like, hey, whoa, wait a minute, time out. I'm like, well, you're not gonna. Yeah, my thing is this. I'm like, we always gonna respect the man upstairs, but my wedding, I'm like, bro, I think, you know, God would be like, okay, yeah, you know, they want to capture this moment and stuff. It's like, what's the problem? Yeah, that guy, I'm like, hey, look, bro, you ain't got to be that serious. Like, okay, like, relax, it's gonna be okay. But it would have, I'm telling you right now. See, this is probably why I never got into Counter-Strike, because if I got good at this game and I had been at this tournament, you already know then the camera is going to focus on me, because they know I'm a person that likes to laugh. I guarantee and I promise you, you know, like them like locked in moments on TikTok. Oh yeah, they would have been talking about mines for like generations, bro, because I just would have been straight faced like, I'm not looking, I'm not doing nothing else, I'm focusing like on a door handle or something. I'm just gonna just lock in until they call me up and do my Counter-Strike stuff. But man, she knows she messed up like that, bro. Were they laughing? Come on, man. But it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you know, again, practice the night beforehand, so you don't even have to trip about it the day of. So they were laughing. They were 100% laughing. Yeah. See? What kind of kiss was that?
Got a $23 donation from Connor Scott. My PayPal account is finally unblocked, so I'll donate to celebrate the new DKR world record. Congrats, Tofool, and thanks to everyone for such a great event. Put this money on the 16-star SM64 run.
I know, it's like, what's this? Is like,
a pretty sick trick that can be hard to do.
It's like, man, put your arm down. Yeah, I think I remember this video. At the library, though, like, you, man, that's some weird stuff. That is some weird stuff, man. That's crazy. You know you down bad when you gotta do that type of stuff at the library.
Amen. And the rockets red.
Oh, man. You know it's bad when she in the back of the pickup truck, like, she ain't got no stage, she's just... Man, yeah, that's... Telling you, people, again, practice beforehand, then go and do what you gotta do. But yeah, you know, you just got some people out there where it's like, nope, no practicing. We just gonna go out there and just do whatever and stuff. And I'm like, yep, that's why that's why you end up in these compilations, man. That's just, yeah, that's crazy. But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Cringe for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.